I'm a 17-year-old female living in West Bengal, India. I have a female cousin from my mother's side. Let's call her Swathi. She's the same age as me, and if you asked in our family who's the prettiest, it would be Swathi. The story takes place last year, and it still haunts me. You know, nowadays kids are heavily addicted to cell phones, right? I won't say I'm not one of them, I am. But Swathi had an extreme and unhealthy obsession with hers. In fact, she was spoiled. You see, we come from an upper-class family. We don't live in riches, but we're comfortable. Plus, at the age of 17, maturity develops. And we know when to stop whining and demanding like a brat. But Swathi didn't. She was a spoiled princess. She would constantly demand super expensive things, and if she didn't get them, she would threaten people with a knife, sometimes even her own parents and friends. You might be asking, how do I know this? Well, I was the closest to her out of all the cousins, so she shared everything with me, and by everything, I mean everything, even the horrible things she'd done. The main incident happened in July. I visited her house, just me, not my parents, since they weren't available. It was a normal, relaxing summer evening in the countryside. Warm breeze, crickets, you get the picture. We were in the living room, me, Swathi, her mother, and her grandma. Suddenly, Swathi sat up from the couch using her iPhone and looked at her mom. Mom, can I get a new iPhone next month? Her mother looked horrified. They had just bought her a new iPhone 2 months ago. No, honey, you already have one, and it's too expensive. Your dad can't afford that much money for the new model. I don't want to go into detail about the fight, but let us just say it got so bad that Swathi's grandma had to leave the room with me. After that, Swathi became cold and quiet. She didn't eat. She didn't talk, not with anyone, including me. A week later, I returned home. That's when I found out what happened after I left. Remember how she had stopped eating? Well, apparently, she stole some potassium cyanide from her school chemistry lab. She mixed it with her lunch in such a way that it looked like her mother had poisoned her food. She collapsed at school and was taken directly to the hospital. There, she told the police a story that made it seem like her mother had purposefully starved her for days and then poisoned her. Her mother was arrested and sent to prison for a whole month. Our family was ashamed, but since no evidence was found, her mother was eventually released. And how do I know the truth? Swathi told me herself with excitement in her voice. I still get goosebumps remembering it. She was crazy, but luck wasn't on her side. Her parents found out what she had done. Her mother was heartbroken. Her father was in pure rage. He yelled at her, calling her a disgrace to the family, cursing. And for the first time, he raised his hand against her. He slapped her hard again and again. By the end, her fair skin was blood red from his anger. And that's when the main disaster happened. 2 weeks later, there was sudden news of a huge car accident. The car's petrol tank was leaking. The tires sabotaged. The vehicle crashed into a tree and burst into flames. The victims, Swathi's parents. The moment I heard the news, I had a gut feeling. I prayed I was wrong, but I wasn't. Swathi admitted it to me later that night with a wide, ear-to-ear smile and a childish excitement in her eyes. She tampered with the car. She killed them. I felt sick. I wanted to cry, to vomit. I couldn't sleep that night or for the entire next month. All this just because her parents refused to buy her a new iPhone. No investigation was done. The police ruled it a simple road accident, but it was far from simple. Now, my cousin has moved to South Korea to live with her distant grandparents. I've cut off all contact with her. I may not like her anymore, but I once loved her as my own sister. I didn't want her to get in trouble, but after everything, I only hope she gets the medical help she needs in her new home.